Gotta stay innovative. Shouts out to my boy Big E, man. Rest in peace. I had a friend named Eric Turner, and he got killed, he got murdered. But Eric used to always say, "Why you always reinvent yourself?" And I didn't really understand what that mean. He was like a year younger than me then, and I really he like, why you come back? You know, you doing this. You know, next time you come back, you're doing that. You know, you doing this, you doing that, and the thing, you gotta keep going in life. You know what I mean? Like, just, you gotta keep going in life. Out, everybody like, who the hell this dumbass boy is? You know what I mean?
Man,
so, you know,
that's a certain level of genius, though, man. That like even in that shit itself, like just the translation. You know what I'm saying? They want to uniform us. You know what I'm saying? They want everybody to think the same, man. They want everybody to be a good worker, and workers do what they told.
I go into every venture thinking it's gonna bring me $1 million. It's like, hey, man. You know, or sometimes I know off the muscle when something is short term. You know what I mean? Like it's something that's get it and go type of thing. I try not to say nothing unless I'm passionate about it. I write. I don't try to write about things unless I'm passionate about it. So that's what my art get hung up at, and you know what I mean, my creativity, and sometimes get hung up at, because if I don't feel it, I can't write it. I can't just produce mad shit. You know what I mean?
This is the thing too, though. Like with you being an artist, how do you balance the creativity and the bottom line?
When I was goddamn just thinking like an artist, I was broke as hell.
Man.
You know what I mean? When I started thinking about an entrepreneur, I started seeing something. And I'm not gonna tell you no lie. It's hard to do both. You know, my artistry suffered when I took on the role as CEO or businessman. I haven't wrote as much. It still comes to me every once in a while, you know. But for the most part, though, it's always thinking about the money. Because if you ain't thinking about the money, then how you gonna get to the studio to record? How you gonna pay this person? Because everybody want $1. Because a lot of the time, people had me thinking I was crazy. But the whole time, what's the definition of insanity?
Keep doing the same thing over and over, man. Here.
Okay, so I think outside the box on the black sheep.
All right, but that's how they do, though. That's how they do the people, though, the leaders, though, man. You know what I'm saying? You go against the grain. You know, it's a natural reaction, a universal reaction in order to, you know what I'm saying? But just you probably is one of the most passionate people when you focus on something, though, regardless of the idea. Like, that's why I told you, like, man, I believe in Nelson Trimble. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know that the artist in you gonna always keep creating, and the hustling, you gonna always keep selling whatever you make. And that's a crazy remedy, you know what I'm saying? Just for the cook up, you know?
Yeah, man. You gotta keep going, man, because everybody, we here for a reason. You know what I mean? We here for a reason, finding that purpose. And one of the things I always aspire to be is a legend. And all legends that I know made people do two things, you know what I mean? They made them change clothes, or they made them sing a song.
All right.
When I say change clothes, like, you associate fashion with legends.
Yeah.
Tupac.
Style.
Went down.
Right.
That was an era, you know what I mean? Throw like tattoo across your, what you call it? Biggie, Versace.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was an era. Carl Kanai, cross color. You know what I mean? That was an era. You know what I mean? Jay-Z went from the throwbacks to the button down. Change clothes and go.
It's human.
So right now we have something that's universal that the kids and the adults are loving. And you know what I mean? It just warmed my heart just Christmas to see. I don't celebrate holidays. So to see so many people buy their children and gifts of popular laymen to see that. That's the goal. That's the goal. Because if we catch the parents, we catch the adults, then we can guide them somewhere. Okay?
Man, I gotta ask you this too, man. How did you feel when you seen your shit on national TV?
You caught that?
How did you feel, man? How did you
catch that?
Man, shout outs to number 6. But look, how did you feel, man?
Hey.
How was that? What was that even like, man? Just to even.
Actually, man, I was at the Mexican bar, man. I went to see my sisters at the Mexican bar, and they didn't have no seating. They weren't seating large parties and stuff or whatever. So my partner Desmond called me, boom, like, yo, I just seen your shit on TV. I like, nah, get out of here. Then my phone started ringing. Boo, I just seen Popular Lane on TV, dude. I was like, nah, man, get out of here. I ain't even looking at the game. So I go on Facebook, my dude Charlton, shout out to Oni, man. Charlton, man, go on his page. People had a screenshot of it, man. And boom, and tagged them, and I got the picture, and it's been love. You know what I mean? Like, I got more sales, you know what I mean? A couple of more, you know what I mean? But
man, that kind of milestone, man, and you're a humble dude, so at the end of the day, you still playing it off easy, just like, most motherfuckers' heads went to the motherfucking roof already, but you know what I'm saying, for real. Man,
hey, that's just one of many milestones that we're aiming at, so we ain't gonna get too big-headed about nothing, you know what I mean? We plan on dressing America, black, white, brown, and we're trying to we're gonna spread love through our clothes. You know what I mean? And let you know that you can be a nerd and get in your books, or you can focus on your career, engineering, or whatever it is that you want to focus in. You can get money at doing that, and you don't have to be something that you're not that you don't want to be, that you're not meant to be. Yeah. It's okay to be lame. It's okay. Lames live longer. Yeah, lames unite. That's the movement. Lames live longer and lames unite. That's the movement. Yeah, man. All the cool people I know, most of the cool people I know, man, they dead. You know what I mean? All the lames, they live a life. They got houses, kids, wives, taking trips.
People don't
know what I mean?
It's cool to grow, man. It's cool to It's cool to just move past old ways, man. People get so stuck in like trying to stay the same or whatever, man. Like that's that, like I said, with that artistry, every year, every 2 years, I know you got a new endeavor, man, that's gonna bring you something, man. So just stay passionate with that, man, and just everybody listening, all the entrepreneurs listening, man, definitely tap in, you know what I'm saying?
Tap in. Hey, man, all the entrepreneurs, best words of advice: consistency and persistency. You know what I mean?
Period.
It don't matter. I got a song, man. I want to have a song, man, on here, man. I told you I was gonna send it to you. I'm gonna get it on what you call it, man. But I played my song 15 years old, still relevant to this day. You know what I mean? Still relevant to this day. So it's like you might be ahead of your time, but keep on your grind. You know what I mean? I seen a motherfucker work the same song 10, 15 years. You gotta think, if a person haven't had if Naughty by Nature haven't had a hit in 20 or 30 years, what you think they perform in every show?
That hit, man.
Come on. You know what I mean? So if you got one, you got to run it to the ground. You know what I mean?
No certain kind of just the people to tap in that they can relate to, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be somebody in New York going through the same problem that you went through 2 years ago that you could mentor them through, pull them right through. Now, you got Popular Lane in this brand. Now, it could be like just a pop-up shop in New York one day, just a cross promo. They brand, your brand, just people not thinking, just like you said, thinking outside the box, man. That's what we got to do. I know a lot of entrepreneurs, but they don't have no real guidance like yourself, man, and just try to throw them little seeds to them young people, man, because everybody, good ideas, a good idea, but I done had 1,000 good ideas. They ain't brought me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go with them, boy. You gotta go with them, man. You gotta go with them. You gotta at least try it. Once there's an idea, you gotta at least try it. Make a demo. You know what I mean? The key thing is make a demo. If you're not gonna wear it, then you know what I mean. You gotta make it not for money. You gotta put it on and make people want it. You know what I mean? The thing is supply and demand. Right. So you gotta find say, I made a sandwich, right? And the sandwich taste like shit. And folk told me it taste like shit, right? But But I don't bought like 40,000 pounds of this shit meat, right? I gotta find a way to re-rock this shit and get off this shit meat. You feel me?
Man.
So in essence, I know that I gotta be creative and inventive with my So I gotta make that shit seem like a pile of sugar. Hey, now, that's the thing.
Break it down for him.
See, that's the thing, right? And that shit sound fucked up, right? It sound fucked up.
No, you got to.
So at the end of the day, what it's saying is, when I try something out and I see its potential, say whether it can be some shit or not, I go try it out and see what the public is, what the public reception is to it. And then, you know what I mean? I don't buy a lot of that shit, because then I gotta dump that shit off. And then that's not good business. That's why I say I only write and I only sell shit that I'm passionate about.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, there was a point in my life I could sell water to a well. I'm not gonna leave here with this shit. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's gonna buy it. You know what I mean? And you gotta have that mind frame. I went, boom, true story, real quick. I was at the BP gas station. Motherfucker demoed me with this waterless car wash shit. The shit wash your tires, your windows, everything in one can. Your whole car can get washed with a can. I'm like, yo, I usually don't even let people walk up on me at the gas station. So I let the dude demo, and I even bought a can. And I'm like, where did you get it from? How did you get this job? So he gave me the number. Make a long ass story short, I got a job with these folks. And these people used to drop me off in Blairville, Georgia, North Georgia, right up here. It's very racist. You know what I mean? Confederate flag type shit. Right before you get to Tennessee in the mountains. And they used to drop me off at a BP up there. And every day I do $400-500. You know why? And I believed in the product. And the product was good. And I could defy racism with it. You know what I mean? Like, so if they gave you an opportunity, the product will sell itself. And so with Popular Lane, I made one sweatshirt for myself. And here we are
on national TV. How long from that time, man, just to get to from when you made that first shirt to just seeing it celebrated in a way? It was such a victorious moment to see it too. Like, it's so many different ways you could have seen a Popular Lane show on national TV, right? It could have, thank God it wasn't from a rapper walking out of jail, walking out his house into the jail or some shit like that. It was such a victorious moment. That was one of my that's my business partner, little cousin. Okay. And so I met him when he was in the 9th grade. You know what I mean? I met him when he was in the 9th grade or whatever. And my dude down went to school and then blew up. You know what I mean? So I did it not on no dick ride and shit, but on some he is the cross promo genius, man. He's a true Popular Lane. When I say that, he's humble on the field and off the field. You know, he's a beast on the field, but he's humble off the field. And he went back to school to get his degree. He could have went to the NFL last year. He went back to the school to get his degree. He broke Julio records, he broke Ridley records, and he got his diploma. See what I'm saying? So if you look at that shirt, if you go on my Instagram or my Facebook, you look at it, he has his cap and gown on in one hand and his books in the other. Yeah. And he toting the books like a football. How do you, as a on some parenting or on some mentor leading the youth type shit, how do we get to that point instead of like how people in essence just they don't equip themselves as good as he equipped himself to do that? Like what did it take for him to get there? Like we seen this story, like we finally see an example of this, but how do we lead straight to that point, you think? Because I'm telling you, that was a moment, man. It was and just hearing that backstory too, just make it even sweeter, you know. Just dude come from a little small town. He identify that with that, and you know what I'm saying. He come from
he comes from a small town in Louisiana, man. Shotgun houses, and he deserved everything he's getting for his family. You know what I mean? And big shots out to him. And the great thing is that Popular Lane ain't not gonna have to ride his back because it's standing on its own. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, to be what you call it. And so that brings me to the thing, man. Good guys don't finish last, y'all. You know what I mean? We gotta end that stereo. End that. Good guys don't finish last.
Yeah, because this is what I peep too. I was telling somebody this recently, man. Just identifying with what you're good at or what you feel comfortable doing, and figure out, trying to put yourself in a position where you feel comfortable growing in, right? And that's what I think about a lot.
Just to be real, man, just to shine and just to shit. I just wrote a post about this other day, and just a cliche. And you're a bright young man, and you get help with this, man. The goal was never to become one of the 1% and shit on the 99.
Right.
When you were once one of the 99 that the 1% shitted on.
Man.
So everybody getting this money has the wrong idea. And not only do they have the wrong idea, man, the fans, we got to really listen to what we're celebrating. You know what I mean?
We do, because we make it cool to make it cool to pawn. You know,
because as a visionary, you got to be able to vision it.
Yeah.
See, the vision always be there. People have vision. What we lack is the discipline.
Man. Yeah, he's definitely had that instilled in him, man. Just to even stick out.
Just think about how many distractions.
It's too many. He's seeing players go to the league. He's seeing players do this and that. It's so many, you know what I'm saying? For you to just be like, yo, I'm going to stay in my lane, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to work out when it work out. You know what I'm saying?
Popular lame shit,
man.
Dude. You know. Popular lame shit, man. And we got to make that cool.
We do.
And we just got to make that cool. Cause they making everything else cool. We gotta make that cool. And parents and adults and people in authority positions gotta understand that we gotta give the kids more options. Bring back real hip hop. You know what I mean?
Do you think that these kids, because you know how everybody want money, but everybody don't want to or don't understand the aspect of like what you do, like trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to produce for others. You're not just your brand doesn't just represent you. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than any one person. You know what I'm saying? So many different people can identify with it. So when you got something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, going back to that story, how you was selling something that you was passionate about, it makes it effortless, man. It makes anybody. That's why I just always wanted to make sure that I was aligned, like on that point.
Bill Gates never went to college. He just sat in on some coding classes, and you know what I mean, on Steve Jobs. You know what I mean, like, and you're buying his fucking phones for $1,000 goddamn dollars right now.
You know he sells 1,000 of them.
You can see a person like me who just who had an idea and put it on what's called and then recreated it and put it back out there, and we're just, you know what I mean? 2021. Hope everybody had a safe holiday. We appreciated all the pictures and stuff. So what we're doing is we're just in the lab creating. Right here in the lab right now as we speak. You know what I mean? Popular Lane everywhere you go. You know what I mean? Like, we got it everywhere. Like, it's everywhere, man. So just getting ready and booting up and trying to make this thing bigger than life.
In the sports too, man. Your boy Trae Young trending right now, man.
Oh yeah, Trae Young, A-Town, stay down. You know what it is, man. We on fire down here, man. We got the most COVID cases, and we got the hottest shooter in the NBA, and the hottest clothing line in America. All of it in one city, nigga. Man. How you love that shit?
Man, it's Wakanda down there, man. For real.
Dude, you had to change the tire in the snow?
Change the tire in the snow, brother.
That's why these new J's ain't shit, man. See, back in the day, man, you could have found a crackhead or something outside to do that for you. Man. Nah, I'm just playing, man. I seen a meme. It just said these new age J's ain't shit. You can't get nothing no more.
They used to come through with TVs, all kind of shit, man.
Cut the grass, everything, man. Hey, now these motherfuckers don't want to do nothing but jump in your goddamn car and pull off with your damn children in the back.
Man, what you think about them Falcons, man?
I think they need to dismantle. I think it's time for Matt to go. Yeah, they can part way with Julio too, for all I care. You know what I mean? But really, Julio don't want to give it his all because he don't got nobody who can give him the ball.
Yeah, we can't blame him at this point, to be honest, man. It's such a business for him, probably. It's not about, we know he loved the state. We know he loved, where he at. But just that particular aspect of the business that he's feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? So just for the people that love him out of the area, you definitely want to see a player like that eventually flourish. Because we seen a player here in Detroit, Megatron, just shut it down here. Never even went nowhere else to even have the opportunity. So
y'all had a cover, motherfucker, man. Y'all goddamn ran Barry Sanders in the ground.
See what I'm saying? So I would love to see Julio just get a chance to just, man, even if it's just I don't even have no teams right now, man. I'm a Patriot forever, but I don't even like Tom Brady in Tampa, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even like what's going on. I see the hype. I like it for Antonio Brown and more than anything, just to be honest.
Yeah, I'm glad Antonio got back out there on the field, but I'm mad Kaepernick ain't got back out there.
Yeah, man. We made him, we martyred him. We made him this what he was. I'm not discrediting Kaepernick at all, but what I'm trying to say is that he was offered 2 more contracts. They weren't long term, and I guess he felt disrespected, and he didn't take that or to look at that, or that settlement that he made with the NFL to not be able to disclose anything made it real hard for the movement. That's another thing I was saying. Like, I know you know about the lawsuit, right? That him and Eric Reed signed, as far as
right.
Because they did win that, the NFL did that to them. Right. So, but they weren't able to talk about this moving forward on a public platform, which prohibits our whole movement. So just saying that right there was kind of a letdown, I think. I really
You think he should have held back from the money?
Not necessarily the money, but as far as certain terms, to know, like, we needed that deal. They pretty much paid without an admission of guilt. But they settled. So, but that lets you know the NFL settled without admission of guilt. You were that piece. And if you had held out, you would have beat them in court. And you could have probably got more. But you reacted, and that's just another personal thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his finances. I know he probably went through a lot. His world flipped. So I'm not judging at all. I'm not in the place. I've never been in them shoes. But what I'm saying is, just from a cultural standpoint,
he probably got more money than any contract he could do, and then he could fight from another side. But
he can't speak on this ever as far as the NFL on that situation, which is like
right.
Cap.
He signed a
disclosure. The NDAs, man. So like it's don't cut a deal. Don't use us to rally for you and then cut a deal. Cause after we still hype, energy don't get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So it's still there. The NFL settled, but for the fact that they didn't have an admission of guilt is the reason that they're going to continue to do this to every other player.
Man. When you look at that shit, right? Look at the boycotts back in the day. Them folk them boycott cause they gave a fuck about niggas not riding the bus. They boycotted. They ended the boycott because of money that they were missing because people were sacrificing. They were giving each other rides. They were walking. They were doing anything but the bus. Dog, if we didn't have all these Uncle Tom who, man what you call it?
I just feel like, cause it was a stint, like to even piggyback off what you're saying. Cause even when Jay-Z cut the deal with the NFL after, people felt like that was bad timing. I remember as far as like handling the halftime aspect with Rock Nation, when they were doing that. When that's another business deal. Cap cut a business deal.
So you gotta do business. Like shit, you gotta do business to be for the people.
Right.
People gotta see that you're in a powerful enough position to maneuver. To be able to goddamn how the fuck the little kid gonna aim to be the president and they ain't never seen the goddamn president.
That's the truth. What Jay-Z said, like, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them, so I got rich and gave back. To me, that's the win-win.
Win-win. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I do feel that regard.
So he said the kneeling. He told us we already done kneeled. We already done kneeled. Maybe if folk put us in some positions of power and do some shit around this motherfucker and get us a piece of the cake that they been eating off.
I had to peep after a while. We really was just fighting for Cap to get a job or we was fighting for Cap to get paid versus fighting for every NFL player the way they market it. And that's the point I got upset about, just to be honest.
That's the thing though, but how do you fight for every NFL player when every NFL player not fighting for themselves?
Right, that's the point. That's the point.
You're not finna go goddamn with a person who's willingly, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on.
Yeah.
And you know how they treat y'all. One blown knee, anything is over with. So their vain self won't let them be a unit. You know what I mean? Because everybody want to be a star and everybody want to be rich. And it goes back to the 99% and the 1% and the 1%. You know what I mean?
So what kind of entrepreneur are you? Are you a venture capitalist entrepreneur? Are you a passion player as far as like, is everything for sale? Are you looking to leverage a company to sell it to a bigger company, or you believe in the brand enough to see it through? Like, what do you like, just personally, especially with this new age of climate we in, it's all about leverage and shit. So just, what you think about that?
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna own some shit, man. Yeah. We're gonna make some children to eat off of it.
That's real.
And we got so many multiple talents around us, and we're doing so many other different things that it's not gonna be the sole, you know what I mean? Thing that we're gonna run them to the ground. We ain't selling that.
That's real.
And if we sell out, we'll sell a portion when we go live on the stock market.
Man, you hear me? You remember when Master P said when they offered him $1 million, he realized that he could make 40 million. At that point, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So like, just that holdout, if Cap would have just held out a little longer, we would have been able to get a black owner, man.
But guess what though, dog? The craziest thing is, man, you know what I mean? Sometimes people just don't realize they work, because you caught me a little while ago, I probably would have been ready to sell out for $1 million. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? Until I ever did the math, and when we do the math and the science and anything,
man,
it's best to keep your product. We'll give the college $100,000 for 4 years, $80,000, $50,000, $60,000 for 4 years of college, right? And then turn around, we won't even give our business for the same 4 or 5 years, the same $60,000.
Man.
You know what I mean?
That's deep.
But the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. The law of average, LOA. The law of average. Remember that, and you'll come out on top at the time. If you go all morning getting no's, in the afternoon you can't get them but some yeses. So the best way to goddamn do it is, have you ever looked at the Wolf of Wall Street?
Hell yeah.
How many calls that nigga had to make that first day?
Yeah,
500. So that was 500 opportunities he had to what you call it. So don't never limit your opportunities by getting down on yourself by one note. All right, man, 100.
Definitely, I'm gonna tap in a couple of days, bro.